What's up, guys? My name's Adrian from the Deviants, and today we're going to be reacting to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 38. So what has happened last time? I like to think everything bridging towards the north, or around where Briggs is at, right? We have the Elric brothers and Winry headed off with Kimley to search for Scar. And they're going to do that by searching at Scar's last known location. The Elder Brothers have to go because obviously they have Winry, and Kimley also promised Ed the Philosopher's Stone, which I don't think is... One, I don't think it's the main reason why they are searching for Scar. Two, I don't actually think Kimley's going to give him the stone. Three, we already know the Elric brothers are most likely using this opportunity to find Scar and May, so that they can learn more about their Alka history. So Winry joined with them by saying, like, hey, I just made this automail for Ed. We don't know how well it's going to work out in the cold, so I'm going to just stay with you guys just in case something happens. And then Olivier is still at Briggs. I don't know what she's planning. I know she's working with Mustang, even though she doesn't like him. But she's working with Mustang, doing something. I'm not too sure yet. And then I think the last thing we know is Scar has met up with May and the Doctor, and they might just start deciphering what's in the research papers from Scar's brother. I think that's about it. Oh, we also got Salim. Salim is actually Pride, the first homunculus, and he basically, I wouldn't say threatened Hawkeye, but he made sure that Hawkeye was aware that he knows everything, he sees everything, and he's always in the shadows. Which, knowing that now, I don't know how Hawkeye or even Mustang is going to do anything if Salim could just listen in to everything. But I guess we'll figure it out. So without further ado, let's get straight on into it. Make sure to support the original content as always. Alright, and let's get going in 3, 2, 1, and... Oh, I thought it was quiet all of a sudden. This dog better survive this whole show, or else I'm gonna be pissed. You know, I never just realized this, but we've never seen Hawkeye this, like, scared before. We've always known Hawkeye as, like, the emotionless person, I guess. What kind of toll booth is that? Is it the same toll booth?
We got a report on someone matching Scar's description. We believe he was headed here.
An abandoned mining town?
That's right.
You know, that overview reminded me of a special ops map in Modern Warfare.
Where are they? They turned down this hall. Damn it, they're trying to lose us.
I don't know if that's a good idea if they still have Winry.
It would make things a hell of a lot easier if Scar and that girl just came to us.
It can't be.
No way.
I can't believe.
Wait, what?
Let me out, Al. Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Excuse me. Who is this woman, Al? Huh? How could you do this to me? Am I not enough for you, Al?
No, it's not like that. Wait.
Why don't you tell me what you're doing here first?
Oh, that guy's...
Huh?
He reminds me of the advisor from Mulan.
Nothing here either. Nothing edible, that is. You must be Scar.
These are the bad guys from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's the building Scar was in. You think it's the military?
Yep.
We're gonna beat you to a pulp before turning you over.
Let's go, Elric.
Well,
Save him.
look at
There we
this.
go.
Damn it, let me go!
All right, big guy. Why don't you take a little nap?
Oh my gosh.
Don't hurt them!
Adorable. He stopped for her.
That's close enough.
Oh gosh, just everyone's.
Here, Major?
I regret having to treat one of my own people so harshly, but I can't just let you walk away. Not after what you've done.
You have to let me talk to him. I need to.
Yeah. Maybe you should like forgive him. Hopefully. Oh.
What happened?
Okay.
That's what Major Miles was.
Who blew that up? It looked like it could have been Scar because it showed their hand.
And thanks for showing your soldiers a little mercy. It means a lot, sir.
That smile.
That's nice. But I don't know what you're talking about.
She shows mercy, but like under the table. This does not look good.
Mr. Kimberly, look up there on the roof.
Okay, there has to be like a double, like not a double meaning. What am I talking about? A plan. There has to be a plan.
Their encounter
Gosh
is
dang
as
it. Okay, so I know that there is a plan that the Elric brothers, the Miles, or like that group, and Scar's group have come up with that makes it seem like Scar is kidnapping Winry. Oh gosh. See, like, here's the problem. The problem is that I know that this isn't, like, this is just a play to get Kimberly like convinced that something's happening when it's not. But I don't know what the plan of the other brothers and all of them is. Makes sense? Like, I know the things that are happening right now, it's an act. But I don't know, like, what the conclusion of the act's going to be, like, what the whole act is, you know? So, all we know right now is that Scar is pretending to kidnap Winry. See, another problem is, if this is an act, like if all this that we're seeing right now is an act to trick Kimberly, when did the act start? Because it seems to me like the act had to have started after Winry talked to Scar, because the way the Elric brothers acted when Winry wanted to talk to Scar seemed real, right? It didn't seem like an act. And also, there was no, I feel as though there was no need to act in that scenario, because I feel like all those people were in on it. Maybe except for the two people that went with Miles. But other than that, everybody else is probably in on the act, so them being like hesitant, like Winry, don't get near him, seemed real. I feel as though in one of these next couple episodes, maybe this next episode, maybe the episode after, we're gonna get a sort of flashback into that one scene when Winry was talking to Scar, and that scene is going to showcase the plan that's being set. Maybe it's Miles that is creating a plan, or the Elrics is creating a plan. I don't know. All I know is that there has to be a flashback to that scene describing or explaining what the plan actually is, and then they'll go back to the present. So in the beginning, it didn't really show much about Hawkeye and Mustang. All it did show was that Salim's encounter with Hawkeye kind of caused like a lot of emotional stress. Like we haven't seen Hawkeye really show much emotion other than like not frustration, but like she's a very like hard-headed person. So we haven't really seen much emotion come from her. So to see her like super scared, nervous, freaking out all over the place is something new, and I think that it helps put into perspective like how frightening Salim is. Also, I feel as though we have learned a weakness of Salim. I mean, we kind of learned it in the last episode, but it kind of like went a little bit into it as well in this episode. It has something to do with the shadows. Like, you can't have light, or like you have to shut off the light in order to stop him, because Salim strives from the shadows. But I want to know what's the difference between like shadows and then just complete darkness, because the survivors of the people that are down in the tunnels were like very specific, like, hey, turn off your light. I would rather be in complete darkness than to be in light and have some shadows. So it seems to me that Salim can only work through shadows and not through darkness in general, which I don't really know how they're going to distinguish it. Maybe Shadow has like some personality to it, kind of like what Peter Pan's shadow did, where it's not just like darkness, it has like some sort of personality attached to it, so Salim can kind of like do stuff with it. Olivier is gonna get in guessing interrogated about the whole like Raven situation. Like, he hasn't like called in, he hasn't showed back up, you know, so I don't know what is going to go on now, because Olivier has to answer it. But is she like, what was she gonna say? Like, oh, you know, he went out to the snow, he has come back, we don't know what happened to him, you know, stuff like that. But if that's the case, I don't know if it's gonna be like a coup, like the whole, like all Central's just trying to like come after the North, or just the Briggs, and try to overthrow him. I don't know what's gonna happen. I want to be in the know, you know. I want to be in the know of like what this situation with Winry's gonna go. So hopefully we get that next episode. But that was my reaction for Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 38. If you like my reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want me to know anything more, put in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.